Hey Lily, guess what time it is? It's Thrifty Gaming Pickup Time, that's right! Anyways, hey, what's going on everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario. This right here, as long as I don't knock around my camera, is my dog Lily, who is in every single episode. I almost decided to do this episode, without her, but said nope, we're going to have to keep up with the tradition, so we're going to keep her in this episode. So I had to wait a few weeks, but we are going to be going over a few things that I picked up. Now, if you are new to Thrifty Gaming Pickups, it is originally a series that I started when I was going to thrift stores, picking up a lot of video game stuff, and said, you know what? I'm getting a lot of good deals here. Why don't I make a series dedicated to this? And people seem to enjoy it, so I just make these whenever I can. And also have one more thing that I'm going to have to throw into the pile here, kind of keep this over to the side. But this is all kind of from one trip, so to speak. But I'm going to have two different episodes for this. The reason why is that this episode is going to be, well, you're going to see the stuff in here. And the second episode is going to have stuff that can be grouped into one type of sect. You'll see what happened. Just watch the episode after this if you've seen this, after they've both released. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, right, Lily? So here are these stacks of games that I got. Now, ironically, I actually did not go to any thrift store, and some games I did pay a good amount for. Other games I was able to get deals on, which I'm going to explain on that as well, too. So this is just kind of going into it all right here. I also will start off with the thing I have off camera, which is this right here, which is a original black PlayStation camera. Damn, camera. I'm looking at my camera, I'm thinking camera. I'm going to keep that in there. But, controller, excuse me. This is an original controller. Paid $7 for this, which might be a little bit, but I saw this, freaked out a tiny bit, because I've actually never seen a black original controller in person. So I have a few of these colors now. They originally came in gray, as many know, but I have a red one, I have a white one, now I have a black one, as on also, the gray ones, obviously. So got that. That was $7, and then I'll actually go ahead and throw it into this pile right here because I got all these from the same store. So I was gone. The reason why I kind of amassed all this too, I was gone for about 4 weeks or so. So I was traveling, picked up this stuff, and I tried to go to a thrift store. I tried, but there was nothing there gaming related. Anyways, getting on to this. This stuff right here, ended up getting it from one shop, and this was Colony Wars, so kind of went crazy with PS1 pickups. Love the PS1, but all the prices are on the side here. I paid $7 for this. The original Dino Crisis with the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis demo disc on there. This was $15. Pandemonium. This was $8. I made sure all these were complete as well, too. Original Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock Edition. Paid, how much is that? I can't even see on this. $18 for this. There we go. Forsaken. Never owned this, but $6. 40 Winks. Always wanted to pick this up. Never did. This was, what are we looking at right there? $9. And then Resident Evil 0 on GameCube. $9 for this. So, again, not like super crazy deals or anything, but those are just games I wanted to add into the collection. I saw them there, decided to pick them up. Some of the better deals I did get, though, we'll kind of cut over to some cheap stuff. Right next to that place, we end up having a half-price books. Decided to go there, check them out. They had like 4 games. I bought 2 of them. They had a bunch of PC games, but nothing I was super crazy about, except for like Dead Rising 2 off the record, but I didn't want to get a physical PC game, and I also really didn't want to deal with games for Windows Live. Just didn't want to mess with that. But either way, got Unreal Tournament 3 on PS3. The reason why I picked this up is because you can actually load modified maps onto it. Without modding or anything. Yes, there is a map editor, people are sharing maps, and you can download maps, pop them onto a flash drive, and play them on the stock system. Like, stock game, stock system, everything. Always wanted to try that, so I decided to pick up Unreal Tournament 3, and I also picked up Rebel Raiders Operation Nighthawk on PS2. Both these games are complete. They were $2, but they were also having a sale that day, so I paid $1.60 for each of these. So that came out to just over $3 for the pair of these. After that, my friend and I also grabbed some ice cream, so that was fun. But the ice cream's not pictured here. Another game shop I end up going to, we end up getting these things right here, which this one I was with another friend, that was it. I actually went with different people for each of these trips. But anyways, ended up grabbing the original Resident Evil jewel case variant for 30 bucks. I have the long box edition, never owned the jewel case one, so I have the jewel case one now. I think I have all the original like PS1 releases of Resident Evil now, because let's see, I have jewel case, I have the long box, then I have the original director's cut, and now I have the greatest hits director's cut with DualShock on it. So I think that's all the variants, I believe. But yeah, I end up paying 30 bucks for this. Unjammer Lammy paid 20 for this. And then these right here, always wanted them, never subscribed, never picked them up, so I finally saw them here. Paid a little bit for demo discs, but it's all good. Paid $5 for each of these PlayStation Underground demo discs. I believe this one is Volume 2, Issue 4. And this one right here, if it just says Volume 2 right there. It doesn't have anything else on it, so end up getting those. Now, kind of going back to some of the deals right here, got this stack of games from a different shop, so... this one, honestly, I'm not even going to shout them out. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But this one I'm not going to shout out, because even though these deals were good, I don't know, I didn't like the guy that much, I'll just say that. But either way, ended up getting these two loose discs right here. No, I didn't lose the cases, they came like this. Echo the Dolphin for the Dreamcast, and also Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast. Both these were in presentable enough condition, and I got these for free. Because, I mean, the guy was at least cool enough to cut some deals right there. So, I got some discounts on here. But, either way, let's go ahead and run through the pile. Decided to get Dino Crisis 2 on the PlayStation. So, I ended up getting both Dino Crisis games while I was here. I've actually owned the first one, but I think I got rid of it years ago. So, I got Dino Crisis and Dino Crisis 2 now. This was $25, which I saw is about the going rate on it, unfortunately. But never ever owned it. This is probably one of my favorite pickups right here. Got Virtual Racing on the Genesis. Now, I already own this game, but I didn't own a complete in-box version, which, man, this place, they had a original, like, Genesis display case and everything. It had to be unlocked, relocked, and this is in, essentially, like, pristine condition. Let me, if I can open this, hold on. There we go. There's a cartridge right there, honestly, perfect shape. And then the instruction manual, and this has not been cut either, so I was very pleased with this. This was $15, and I was more than happy to pay for that. I think I paid just like $6 or $7 for the cartridge alone, and my cartridge-only version is janky. It looks horrible. So, very happy to have a complete copy of this right here. Now, here, I'll go ahead and run through all these. These were all games where, one thing I did like about this place is they had several discounted games. And by discounted games, it's like they had, let's say, a rack of PS2 games. And then it was divided in two. And the bottom half, it said, all these games, I think the deal on PS2 and Xbox games, it was $3 a piece for the cheapies. $3 a piece, or 4 of them for $10. So I decided to, get 4 games for each one. So what I was doing was I saw, what I had, kind of filling in some gaps in my collection, things I wanted, and honestly, for cheap titles, they had some pretty good stuff. So I had Ark the Lad, End of Darkness on PS2, Ark the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits on PS2. Never owned either of these games, but I have the whole collection on the PlayStation. Now I have these two on the PS2, and I think these are the only ones that came out on PS2. Brothers in Arms, Earned in Blood. Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill 30. I actually never played these games. I played Hell's Highway on 360 and absolutely loved it, but decided to, pick these up on the PS2. Galarian's Ash. I absolutely loved Galarians, or Galarians. At least, I watched Galarian's Rion. I tried the game, wasn't super crazy about it, admittedly. If I find it for a affordable price, I'd be willing to give it a shot, but this was super cheap, because it was in this deal, so I decided to get the sequel on PS2. Jack X Combat Racing. Never owned this game, so nice to finally own it. Mad Maestro. Also never owned this game, nice to own it. The Mark of Kree. I believe in a previous pickup video, I picked up the sequel to this, Rise the Kasai. But this one, the Mark of Kree, not only this one is complete, it's in pretty great shape, But also, you know, it was cheap enough where I was like, you know what, $250, I'll pick it up, because, you know, these equate out to, you know, $250 per game. Hunter the Reckoning Redeemer on the original Xbox, never owned this. Turok Evolution, Reckless the Yakuza Missions, and 13. So a lot of these games I have never played or I wanted to pick up for a while, so I was able to pick these up, which was nice. But anyways, that was this episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And, you know, as I said, there was a few games that I did pay kind of, you know, just the sticker price for. Other games I was able to get pretty cheap, such as these ones and these other ones right here. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, a like would very much be appreciated. If you absolutely hated it, you're going to make this dog really sad. Thanks for watching.